young guy has lost his life in a situation that he really wasn't involved in. It's kind of crazy to accept it.
Hello guys, welcome to E-Popping News. This what's trending. A young man has lost his life in a situation that he really wasn't involved in. It's kind of crazy to accept it for hip-hop fans. This nightmare is stuck on a broken record. Takeoff, a beloved entertainer, shot dead early Tuesday morning after a party in Houston.
Who gathered at the front door area just outside of the building, and it led to an argument where the shooting took place from the disagreement.
Takeoff was seen performing just days ago in New Orleans. He was a member of the rap trio Mingos. Before the deadly shooting, his own words seemed haunted his Revolt interview posting days ago. His words are as follows.
Time to give me my flowers, you know what I mean? I don't want them later.
For several years, a shocking number of popular rap artists have been killed by gun violence, from XX Nipsey, Hussle King, Bird Pop Smoke, Dove, Trouble BP, and now Takeoff. Takeoff started his music career as a teenager in North Atlanta in the year 2008. People are going to be surprised to find out that Takeoff started his music career as a teenager in North Atlanta in 2008. He joined up his uncle Quavo and his cousin Offset to form the Mingos. Each day passes, more evidence comes out about how Takeoff truly passed away. There are now even an evidence file which reveals Quavo's perspective of the entire incident. Going down from the Quavo's perspective, it all starts on Halloween Day. Quavo, alongside Takeoff, meets up with the driver for their vehicle, as well as another man named Migo Birds. Instagram stories piece together a day of events for these four individuals, with them starting at a get-together, with Quavo and Takeoff performing a few songs for Jay Price in his entourage at the beginning of the night to them, then relaxing at the after-party room with many music industry people and businessmen. Now after that was complete, Quavo, Takeoff and Mingo Birds were then seen walking through a shopping center in Houston, Texas, alongside a ramp sum of 50 people that were all friends and acquaintances of G Price GL. Now inside of the shopping center is a boring area called 810 Billiards in Boring, Houston. There was up to 50 people at this location, standing in a circle with 4 to 6 people taking turns, playing dice against each other in exchange for cash that was spread all over the floor at the mat. Reports state that Mingo's rapper Quavo was one of the 50 men studying and playing dice, but that's false, as Quavo was not playing dice at all. He was just studying and watching. While watching people play dice, a man is then seen walking up to the Quavo. This mystery man started calling Quavo many names. This then led into mocking the way Quavo played during a celebrity basket game. Just a few weeks prior, now Quavo is seen starting to argue back and forth with the individual, where then Quavo is seen saying, "Man, I don't care about a basket game." We've always then starting to walk away from this mystery man, and with the Quavo starting to escalate the issue and starting to yell even louder. Then Takeoff is then seen walking a few steps forward besides Quavo in case anything was about to go down. Now once Quavo was done and had enough of this individual, Quavo seen a surveillance footage walking away from him were on the video. The man goes after Quavo, trying to hit him and swinging at him, which then made Takeoff to take another few steps forward, getting directly in the middle of this incident, with Takeoff running closer to the incident. Out of nowhere, a firearm was then used allegedly 10 times in this area from 2 people, with the sound of a firearm being used in the 7 ramp sum of people. They are seen sprinting away, yelling, duck for cover and hopping over benches and chairs, trying to get out of the mall. Meanwhile, sadly, Takeoff is then seen on the floor of the mall with Quavo standing straight by his side. Now at this time, Quavo is trying anything possible to get him help, yelling for help inside of the mall, and even started asking people to stop recording and putting their cell phones away. Sources mentioned this is Quavo's fault, but not to reason to of any of that nonsense. Eyewitness says Takeoff was affected by the two strays as he was standing there, minding his own business and getting ready to defend Quavo in case a brawl broke out also. While this all went down and everything spritted out of the mall, Quavo stood his ground and stayed behind Takeoff the entire time. He didn't even flinch or attempt to leave Takeoff. He was there with him all the way until the end. Now police were then seen quickly arriving the scene, cleared the area. They tried everything to help Takeoff survive this, but sadly he couldn't now. Quavo's perspectives of the incident definitely reveals a new side of how he passed, and it all started with a mystery man trying to argue with Quavo about a celebrity basket game. Now you get to even get clearer side of how Takeoff passed and who's likely possible from the witness side. Here it gets disturbing now. During the incident, it was documented by the fence and there is two people using firearms. Now it had been confirmed to be Takeoff in Quavo's side. Here's what I found out hours after the research, and now it's been stated area. The research now stated area the entire of Harwin Takeoff in Quavo were rolling with the driver from the vehicles alongside a man named Mingo Birds. In Instagram story, you'll see Mingo Birds sitting in the backseat of the Quavo's vehicle, and you'll see him out of the Instagram post throughout the entire night. There is where it starts to get very strange as the argument starts breaking out between Quavo and another man. Somebody that was recording the crowd flashed their camera towards Mingo Birds, who started creeping up closer and closer to this lump sum of 50 people, getting closer and closer. Multiple camera angles, they are seen of him pulling a firearm out of the waistband, and then even seen a guy standing right beside him of Mingo Birds holding the firearm literally beside his pocket. And you'll notice that this is him due to the backpack chains and the snapback that he's wearing, and it matches some he's wearing in the vehicle area on this night as a man starts swinging against Quavo Mingo Birds, and then seen stepping a few steps closer to the lifting firearm in the motion where he's about to use it. Now this is where the female named Elizabeth that was at the scene comes and is basically verified that Mingo Birds did use a firearm that night. Elizabeth was invited to the get-together and she actually beside Takeoff during the incident. Now she tweeted this just hours after it happened. She said that
you have to be searched. None of us had guns, but jazz people had guns. Okay, all of this was over a dice game. This shit started in 5th Ward around 9:30, 10 last night. So this had nothing to do with no damn dice game, with no money situation or anything like that. And the only reason why I'm not going to great details because I live in Houston and the Prince family know me. But all of this shit that they're saying about, oh, well, this was a sacrifice. No, this was an argument between two camps. And it wasn't even between two camps because Takeoff and Quavo was basically trying to be the mediator between the people who were arguing.
Oh, shit.
And so everybody's saying, oh, well, this is Quavo's fault. Quavo had nothing to do with the shit y'all talking about, bro. Y'all was not there when this happened. It had nothing to do with that. So all these 30-second videos that they're seeing, this and that, everybody's saying, well, he didn't act the way how he acted whenever Takeoff got shot. Did they tell you he passed the fuck out? Did they tell you we had to help him to the fucking car? Did they tell you that? Like, nobody is really talking about the real that's going on. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'll leave it at that. The only people who had firearms that night was the camp who protect Jazz.
Then there is also some posts with nice captions posted from rappers as well as We saw Rich the Kid post the Instagram today. I lost more than a brother, my twin, my best friend. I don't want to believe it. Can't the most humble person I know? We used to share clothes and shoes before we made it with no problem. I miss you already. You didn't deserve that. I can't stop crying. I love you so much, bro. Forever this then. Led with Drake posting on his Instagram. I got the memories of all of us, seeing the world together and bringing light to every city we touch. That's all. I'll focus for now on the trading issues. Rest easy, Takeoff. I'm curious to know if you are Takeoff fan. If you are Takeoff fan, just leave a comment down there below.
Shout out all Urban Central, yeah, this Pluto, Future Hendrix. Love to my hometown, Atlanta. Got you.
Yeah, we sliding through the town, man. We sliding through the town.
How we get down?
Got the birthday boy with me.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, we on the 5th. Yeah, the 5th boy. Like this. I got one for you now. I got a 6-1 coming home.
Back up, bro, back up. Take off. Yeah. Okay, take off. Take off. I was going to give some for you. Say study the brand from New York. It matches your outfit. Can I get a picture from New York? Please? Give it to you, right? Yeah. Hold on. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.